Welcome to the Jay and Friends podcast.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Clay Davis, nigga.
Shit.
Get my man up out of here.
What's my man? What's Method Man name? Davis McQueen.
It's Davis, some shit.
Davis McQueen.
Oh, it's Davis McQueen.
Davis motherfucking McQueen, dog. We are about to start. We are recording right now. Let me get the Bluetooth ready. While I'm doing that, yo, I want to welcome you to the Jay and Friends podcast featuring now episode 225. This is a specialty. This episode almost did not go off. It was about to be a week without a podcast. Very unexpected.
Might have been a Saturday pod.
Yeah, for real. We got a lot of shit to talk about. Before I get started, I want to send a shout out to those that wear the uniform, those that wore the uniform, those that wear the uniform in the field. Shout out to those that hang out at the VA all day. Shout out to United States of Baltimore, Zone 18, and the rest of PG County. Now coming up on Father's Day, this Father's Day weekend. I'm opening up the pod like this. Let's go.
You can call a black person at work and they'll talk to you while they're supposed to be working. But you try to call them while they're on their break or at lunch. and they be like, look, man, you gotta call me back, man. And you be feeling bad, like, man, I ain't mean to bother you while you were working. Be like, no, I'm at lunch. You be like, well, I thought this was the time you were supposed to be talking. Be like, no, this is my time.
Welcome to the Jam Friends Podcast, episode 225. I'm your retired, free, and ingratiated host, J.com. To the right of me, I got Davis McQueen, a.k.a. Big Now. How you doing? How you feeling? How was your week, Big Dog, before we get into this story?
I'm cool, man. Just working, putting a lot of work in at work. That's all. Not much.
My week was very chill until about 2 hours ago. We're gonna tell the story and then we're gonna get into like Father's Day shit and the rest of the podcast. So the podcast topics get sent out on Wednesday, so we can read ahead, do our research in Google's, and you sleep on it, and Nell goes to work, and then he gets off work, and he comes and he pods. So I sent them the text like, yo, we're going to switch it up. We don't have no wings. And then, what you want from Chipotle? He sent the text back, bow. So I got ready, started getting ready. I leave the house to go get Chipotle. Now, everybody who knows me knows that I go to the hood to support our shit. Chipotle's, Targets, malls, because once they take it away, then black people complain. So I support these businesses in order to keep them in our communities, regardless of whether I like them or not, or they got bad customer service. So I'm going to the hood Chipotle. Me and Nell been to this Chipotle before, thank God. So I leave, I'm like 5 minutes from Chipotle. Police pull me over. Whoop, whoop. My tents. All my cars got 5% tint all the way around, even on the windshield. At young African dude, hey man, you know I'm pull you over? No. You can't have them tents on your car. Cool, license registration. Can I go in the glove box? Yeah. Go to the glove box, give him my registration, go in my wallet, give him my license. He goes back to the car, about 2-3 minutes, comes back. He hands me, he wasn't handing. He hands me my license registration, and he says, are there any guns in the car? I said, yeah, my bag. I got my little Gucci man bag. My Louis man bag. So he immediately grabs the bag, takes it to his car. I can see him take the gun out, take the clip out, pop, take the one out the chamber. And then he gets in the car and he's talking. Now, at this point, I've called Nell. No, I ain't called you yet. Okay. No, I did. I said I pulled over. I said, I called Nell, I pulled over. I said, yo, I pulled over with the gun. I'm asking him, like, can he take me to jail? He's like, no. Getting hood lawyer. Gotta call my hood lawyer. So he comes back, and I knew it was over when he got out the car, my license registration in his hand, and he put it on his dashboard. I said, it's up and it's stuck. I'm going to the slammer. So he comes back. He said, I need you to get out the car. I put the phone on top of the hood. On the top of the car. And he, today is the day I realized I'm a big nigga. I can't put both my arms behind my back. They had to use 2 cuffs. They had to use 2 sets of handcuffs. So now I'm in the big nigga category. I embrace it now. He couldn't connect them bitches together in the back. Pause. And he proceeds to put me in the car. They talk about, now at this point, I'm in the front seat of the car, handcuffed. My phone is now on his dashboard. Thank God. And I ain't gonna, thank God, let me cover this up. Thank God for Siri. Because I said, hey Siri.
Because I text you and say, yo, you good?
I ain't see it.
I did. I texted him like, yo, you good? And then right after that,
I said, hey Siri, call now. Right? It called him. But I didn't say speaker. But I'm in the car by myself. So I'm telling Nell like, yo, don't worry about it. Turn around. I'm going to jail. I didn't know. Well, Nell stayed on the phone though. My best friend. The nigga stayed on the phone. So at this point, they go back and forth about my keys, towing the car, all of this shit. And then he takes me and we driving.
So I tell you like, yo, see if I can get your car.
And I asked him, and the dude was like, no, because it's a gun in the car. They got to tow it. Nell is still on the phone. So dude drives off. He is like a block from the jail. And I'm like, why is he slowing down? So his partner called him over the radio and gave him a phone number. He calls the number and he talking. So when he pulled over, I was like, I ain't going to jail today.
Welcome to the Jay and Friends podcast.
So he talked to somebody and he busted a U-turn. So at this point, I'm going to let Nell tell you what happened because I wasn't there. I was in the police car on my way to jail.
So I pull up. I only need to see something one time and I can remember it. I'm not even from out this way. So I just figured this is the way he went to get to the Chipotle. Find the car, see all the police lights, I'll pull over. Walk up to one cop. Hey, man, I'm Jay's friend. I'm looking for him. I don't know that he's already gone. So it's three police cars out there. So I talked to one guy like, hey, man, I just wanted to know if I could get his vehicle. Now, I already know he already said that I couldn't, but hey, shoot your shot. He was like, no, because there was a weapon in there. He found it. I was telling him about, our situation. We got a podcast. He was just on his way to Chipotle. He just was like, oh, okay. He was like, he'll just be out. It's just a misdemeanor, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that sounds good for you, but we ain't trying to get no misdemeanors on my man record. So, I talked to him and I was like, okay, thank you, officer. You have a safe one. Walked away. Walked to another cop. Talked to the cop. Was telling him like, yeah, man, we just was going to go do our podcast. We're a military-based podcast. He works for the government, blah, 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 blah. He was, listening. So he started asking me more questions about what we do and what Jay does for a living and stuff like that. And he also said that I couldn't get his vehicle. He said the tow truck is on his way. He was like, if you were a registered owner or you was in a car, you could have took it. So I understand. So as I'm walking away, walking to my vehicle, he calls me back, sir. I got a way that you can take his vehicle. You think he'll be fine with that? I said, he'll 100% be fine with that. So, okay. So I'm standing there and I'm waiting. The tow truck literally pulls right up. Now, we all know we need a tow truck. That shit take 30, 40,
an hour, 2 hours.
Hour and a half for a tow truck. 5-0 call, 20 minutes. So the tow truck makes the U and pulls in front of the car. I'm like, oh, shit. And then the tow truck pulls off. I said, I'm going to get the car. He said, look, man, I'm going to do you a solid. We're calling the officer. They're going to bring Jay back to his car. You can just either sit here and wait for Jay or you can just meet him at the house. I was like, for real? He was like, yeah.
Davis motherfucking McQueen. I felt like Tyreek. Tyreek and Davis McQueen. He listen, I don't know what he did. He talked to him. The man was like,
I just was showing him real shit. I showed him our podcast. I showed him
Topic
our
list.
topic list. I showed him like, look, he's really going to the Chipotle. And he said, damn, you really sent him your order. That's what I'm saying. We are normal, black, educated men.
taxpaying citizen.
And we ain't out here thugging and wilding. And I mean, he took some heed to it, and look
Where we at? We pod. We late, but we pod.
content.
Man,
I'm gonna you're gonna see me like probably like the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna have a JFP chain. If
Yo.
the glove don't fit, you
must have quit. Yo, the crazy part is my concealed carry shit is done. I just gotta do the fingerprints, and I just been lazy to go way up to that shit up there, North Baltimore, ain't it?
You can go anywhere and get your fingerprints.
Oh, that shit
For
gave
real.
me a few places.
Don't
So
matter.
I'm gonna go do the fingerprints tomorrow. I don't have a charge. They just gonna take my gun and do some ballistics on it, and they said it'll take a few weeks, but I get my shit back. So
And sometimes I understand, I hate cops, hate pigs, blah blah blah. I
this would
understand
be a nice payoff.
being nice by Jay letting them know that he did have a weapon on him, and not being belligerent with them, and why y'all taking me to jail? There's some bullshit like that happens, and then with me coming and then talking to them with sense and being able to show them this and not talk to them like, oh man, this some motherfucking bullshit. Y'all gonna give me my motherfucking man car? Like, nah.
Yeah.
Look how things changed. Man was a block away from. No matter what, he was getting arrested. No, so to now, look at this. They bring him back.
I'm home tonight. I ain't got to be no shitty holding cell.
Yep.
I ain't got to I don't risk losing my clearance or no bullshit. So shout out to thank God.
But that was my main thing. I'm like, he got clearances and shit like that. Like, fuck all that misdemeanor and all that. Nah. We don't want nothing.
Nothing. Davis McQueen over there. He fucking I think this episode gonna be called The Slammer. So it's Father's Day weekend, man. Father's Day weekend. I hope y'all enjoy story time with Jay, because I'm sharing a little piece of my life. So story time with Jay is over. It's Father's Day weekend, and then I'm gonna play this and then we talk about it.
Father's Day is the worst holiday in the world. I've done the research. I already know. Let me tell you something. Mother's Day is the second most celebrated holiday in the world. Christmas is first. So that means it's Jesus, then your mama. You know what Father's Day fall at? Number 20. I can't think of 18 other holidays. Do you realize Halloween is number 6? So that means ghosts and goblins go before fathers? Arbor Day is number 13. I don't even know what that is. I just know it come before me. That's crazy. Columbus Day is number 16. Celebrating Columbus Day is like celebrating somebody finding money in your house. Where you get that $50 from? I discovered it in your kitchen. Father's Day.
So what you doing on Father's Day? So I'm chilling because I'm free.
I literally have zero plans. I haven't done anything on Father's Day. Let me see. A couple years. A couple years ago, Jimmy had rented a boat. We went out on a boat.
I think I remember that. That's a few years ago.
Yeah, we went on a boat. That's the last thing. The crazy thing is, like, I've never had to buy. I used to always buy my little trinkets for my mom.
Yeah.
But I don't have no father, so I don't. I never had to really celebrate it. Excuse me. I celebrated it, I will say, when my mom was married to my stepdad. Celebrated it then, but I never really had to, like, oh, my dad. And, no.
I'm just chilling with my boys, man. Just really spend some time with them, lock in, and I want them to spend time together.
That is like, Father's Day is so weird. So on Mother's Day, the
Take the
dad
kids.
is supposed to take the kids, but on Father's Day, get your kids.
Yeah, my baby mom called me. You gonna get your son this weekend?
That shit is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I can't have a break. No, you gotta have all your kids, and then you don't get no gifts.
I'm not getting no gifts. and I'm taking them to dinner Saturday night, and I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
So it's just whatever though. I'm no disrespect to the mothers because y'all do all the mothers that have the kids. Y'all on the daily grind. Cool, get it, you got it. But
They
it's
do
our
a phenomenal job.
You do a phenomenal job. Shout out to my baby, the mothers of my kids. You do phenomenal jobs, but it's our day, and we deserve some shine. And I should
If we
not.
get a day, they get a weekend and shit.
Whole
It's Mother's
weekend.
Day weekend.
They got brunches on Saturday, a little party at work on Friday, your big dinner on Sunday. Like
Sunday for the fathers, and you got to cook the food, and you got to get on the grill.
that part.
You got to do every
That
fucking
part.
thing. You ain't did one fucking thing
Exhausted,
that you wanted to do.
exhausted on my holiday.
Yep, and you got to carry your ass to work tomorrow.
Yep,
on Monday.
that part, man. Shout out all my fathers though. Love, peace, prosperity, and positive vibrations to you.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's get started. I got some military topics this week. A former Army sergeant's rideshare scam cost the Army millions. I'm gonna read a little excerpt. A retired Army sergeant who used his rideshare company to con the Army out of millions was sentenced to 36 months in prison on June 11th. His name is Kevin Rumlis Paleo, 45, and his wife, Christina Furio Frederick, 40, illegally obtained Social Security numbers along with other identifying information of more than 800 soldiers and submitted them from 2014 to 2020 to the Army's Mass Transportation Benefit Program without the soldiers' knowledge. And this is on Fort Cavazos, Texas, which is AKA Fort Hood. So basically, they opened this business. They stole all of this information and was reporting that they was taking soldiers on and off base as a service when they really wasn't, and got millions of dollars. They said,
They had some shit, son.
yeah, they
had 43. Well, first they bought a
bought
couple
some
cars
vans,
to make it
vans,
look
SUV,
good.
Yep.
But then in total, they 43 cars and trucks, 126 purses.
Oh, it says amassed a treasure trove of extravagant items, including 43 vehicles, 129 purses,
29.
pieces of jewelry, and 12 properties.
Yo,
Fuck it. They ran it up.
it's really, really easy to scam the government.
It is.
I just think that some people just let it get out of hand because it goes. At first, you're nervous, of course, when you make this scam go through, and you're like, okay, and then it keeps going through for a couple weeks, then maybe a couple months, the next thing you know, a year, and then it's like, wow, I'm good, and you start amassing all of this stuff, this money, and it's like people never stay smart. Now the guy, he got 5 years? He got 5 years. She only got probation. He got a couple years, and they have to give basically half back.
And some of the property, I think.
Yeah, some of the property and half.
That's good blue collar crime because a lot of times I hear people say, they be like, you in jail for what? Like, matter of fact, Wall Street Trapper, the dude in prison who put him on was he was in white collar crime, and I think he said like he did like $40-something million, and they only had to pay back like $2 million of the 40. So he know he was good. Once he got out, he was set for life.
Yeah. So something like that, like people get on their hush puppy shit. Hush Puppy's one of the greatest to ever do it. If y'all can do y'all Googles, look up Hush Puppies with a PPI. And he was a scammer, and he was scamming the shit out of people in Dubai, all over the world in Dubai and everything. Hush Puppy was one of the greatest to do it. But it's so easy. Like and it seemed like over time, it is eventually going to get caught. Someone is going to look at something. Something's going to cross someone's desk.
Yeah.
And shit going to hit the fan. And I actually know someone that did some shit like that. Like they were working for a company, and they was able to steal a ledger book like this big with just names and social security numbers, kind of like how they got. Probably what they got. Ledger.
Yeah.
And the person was able to bill agencies for like healthcare. Some of these people are dead.
All because they got the information.
Yeah, some of these people are dead.
Shit.
And they amassed so much, and I saw it with my own eyes. The money was coming in so fucking fast.
And it was balling.
Balling out of control. Would go down to the casino, bro, and blow 10, 20,000 and didn't flinch.
Shit.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Let me get some of that. put me on. But once again, she did get jammed.
She got prison time?
Yeah, she actually was wherever Lauryn Hill was at when she got locked up.
She
Was serving time with Lauryn Hill,
Damn.
whatever jail they was at. But yeah, but it took them a couple years, and it was like, yo. But she was one of the ones that like the money was coming in and it was going straight back out though. So she wasn't saving anything. She just was paying for trips. Everything just was extravagant. No. It'll be a little bit of shit. You won't physically know because you got so many fucking people to be hating, even if they don't know. Like, why the fuck? Oh, now all of a sudden, you went from driving a regular ass
Jeep Cherokee.
Yeah. You driving a regular ass Cherokee now. You done pulled up in
Wraith.
Yeah. Or fucking $100,000 Benz BMW truck.
No way you can't afford that shit.
Now your bags and your clothes is just like, what the fuck? Like overnight.
Yeah.
But it's so easy to scam the government, bro. It is crazy. Because there's really not a whole lot of checks and balances when it comes to certain shit and divvying out the money. That's why the fucking government is always going broke.
I was watching and this kind of off the topic, but I was watching a senator. He was testifying to Congress about the government wastefully spends money. He was like, this is a part that goes on an F-16 jet. And to make this part fit, you need 2 washers on both ends. He said, now you can go to any auto parts store, any fucking hardware store and get this washer for 10 cents. He said, but guess what? Boeing, who makes the plane, charges us $2,000 per washer for a 10-cent washer.
Piece of metal.
I said, holy shit. But I seen this before. Like, they was charged.
Some recycling shit. Piece of metal.
They charged the government like $700 for some ice trays, for 8 ice tray. Like one ice tray, $700. So the government does frivolously spend money. Shame on you, buddy, for defrauding. And sometimes when you running the jig, you got to get out while you can.
Did they say was he in the military?
He's retired.
He's retired.
Yeah, he retired. It opened up the business, but so the jig is up.
Banking them.
Hell yeah.
Millions? He
Millions.
was
Yeah.
banking them.
Like, yeah, I think they made it. Yeah, he would.
And of course, I mean, you can't let your wife go to jail, so you got to take
most
this
of
blame.
that.
Of course, she's going to get probation. Like, yeah, take probation. Like,
He had a 6-year run, 14 to 20. You just got charged, dog. You ran it.
That's why they said millions. Yo,
he was running
after that, I understand. Like I told you about like my gas card shit. Like I was nervous as shit, and when I first started using the gas card. And then when I got comfortable at like 6 months, man, I'm swiping that motherfucker. But I always felt as though if I did some cheap broke shit, as in selling gas to somebody or something like that I would get caught.
Yeah.
So I only used it for myself. No one else I'm not using this shit for anything else. And I had a run for a couple years that I didn't pay for gas. And at first I was nervous. And then when nothing happened, I'm like, a year go by. I'm like, that shit was like me using my own debit card. I'm pulling up. Shit. We don't use regular no more. This motherfucker take gold.
Premium, yes, sir.
What? 93. Matter of fact, let me go to Sunoco. What's that? What they got? 95 at Sunoco?
They do. They do. They got the old shit and the new shit.
Yeah. Shit. We fill up at Sunoco now. We don't do that Exxon. That shit is beneath me.
Yeah, get out of there. Let me get some of that race fuel, baby.
Facts.
Well, since we talk about military topics, Russia made the news. I'm gonna play this clip, man. This is a pretty alarming.
Is flexing its military muscles in Cuba, just 90 miles from Florida. A Russian nuclear submarine and 3 other ships entered Havana Harbor yesterday to conduct what they say are military exercises.
A
surface warship and a nuclear-powered submarine arrived in Havana to a 21-gun salute, beginning what the U.S. expects to be the largest Russian military exercises in the Caribbean in 5 years. U.S. officials say the exercises will also include flights by Russian long-range bombers along the East Coast. The four-ship Russian flotilla has already passed just 30 miles off the coast of Florida as it made its way down from the North Atlantic to the Caribbean. The warship has been used in the past to test fire one of Russia's newest hypersonic missiles. The submarine is also designed to carry guided missiles, but U.S. officials say there is no indication.
All right. This is pretty alarming. What they don't tell you in there that they're saying that Russia wants to set up a base in Cuba. We have a base there, but the only thing that base is for, all the worst fucking terrorists in the world, they are housed in the jail. That's all that base is for. Gitmo. I think it's Gitmo. Yeah, Gitmo. They house them in that fucking jail, and that's the only purpose that base has. But so Russia is preparing to make a base in Cuba. Cuba ain't far from Florida, and motherfuckers make makeshift rafts and fucking make it from Cuba to Florida, even though it's I think like 50 miles, but that's a long fucking way, nautical miles, whatever. But that's pretty fucking close. And the last time, and I think me and Nick talk about this because I'm not that versed. The Russian missile crisis, where it was something with Cuba was involved, and Russia had missiles pointed at us. We had missiles pointed at us during the Reagan era, but this is very fucking alarming. They're in our backyard. You have they have not confirmed that there's nuclear weapons on those ships. But to be doing an exercise, I think it's a show of force, like, because they just declared the U.S. an enemy, as an enemy. Russia. So yeah, and it never was before, but we are now an enemy because we are involved in the Ukraine shit. We gave them some, I think it was some aircraft or something, but they identified us as an enemy. So I think they are using this as a flex, like. I'm gonna show you.
Yeah, I'm just googling like how far is Cuba?
How far
from Russia? It's pretty fucking far. 10,770 kilometers. I don't know how fucking far that is. Won't let me like switch it, but
it's still close. It's too close. It's too fucking close. It's too close. The submarine was 30 miles off the coast of Florida.
Ain't know that like before they even. They
know. I'm sure they was tracking the sub, but once the sub got here. Of course, they're not going to tell the news, but then the news going to find out, and then they reporting this shit. But I'm sure they was tracking that sub. And the sub going to stay, it's not going to come right on the coast. It's going to stay in what you can call international waters. So it can be out there. It just can't be in U.S. territory because now you are now a fucking threat. But to go to Cuba don't fuck with us. They just had the little incident with the rioting and the gang dude took over and they assassinated the fucking the president and shit. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of shit going on, and it's pretty alarming. So keep your eyes on the news and stay abreast to what's going on. Because again, I don't think it's anything malicious other than Russia is trying to flex, and the fact that this comes off of the heels of them saying America is an enemy to Russia. This is just a flex. This is a last minute flex because you're fighting a war still in Ukraine, and now you're doing these maneuvers with aircraft and submarines. So it don't look good, man. It's not good.
You think something will come about this? Like I know people I saw online. Darno asking me to send her baby pictures. Little girl, what? But I've seen people say like if Big T was in office, this wouldn't have happened.
Agreed. And I'm going to tell you why. Putin came out verbatim and said, the only reason we hadn't attacked Ukraine, it was out of respect for fucking Donald Trump. He said this would have been happening, but we held off out of respect to him. Big T and Putin have a fucking, in my opinion, they have a, I'm trying to compare. I can't say Dame Dash and Jay-Z because they don't even fuck with each other. it's like it's a love-hate relationship kind of. Because
Like I don't fuck with you, but I respect you type of thing.
I don't think he respect. I think Putin has something on Trump. Because Trump was letting Putin get away with a lot of shit. Like he just would not even speak on it, say nothing, retaliate. Like Putin was doing shit, and Joe Biden ain't gonna go to war with Russia. So what you do? You just throw sanctions on him. We not gonna ship shit. You can't do, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. Big T did nothing. So I don't understand their relationship, the ins and outs of it. And it's not for me to understand. But they have a very weird professional relationship. That's what I'll say. Mm. And whatever it is, it keep the peace, so to speak. So, and that's all I'll really say about that. If you didn't know, episode 224 never posted to YouTube.
Sorry, Jay.
Yeah, sorry, dog.
Jay was calling me like, no. I said, yeah, it's up there.
It was up, and I tried to post it. We had a series of topics, and we won't talk about them, but I will tell you. We talked about a cancer vaccine, Chinese and diabetes, and Japanese growing teeth. And for whatever reason, YouTube took it down for medical misinformation. And the first email they sent me,
say we misinforming our fucking listeners.
Yeah, the first email they sent me, it was like, go to 1808, and that's where you will see what happened. So it was Nell made a comment about somebody, and I beeped it out. I re-uploaded it. That shit was up 15 minutes, came right back down. So they gave the YouTube page a strike. So episode 225 won't go out on the Saturday that it's supposed to. I have to wait it said 7 days, but I don't know when that 7 days start. But episode 225 will go up, but whenever they take the strike down and I'm able to upload it. So we will stay away from medical topics because YouTube doesn't like that. Or if we do, I will cut it out. But that is the reason why episode 224 did not hit YouTube, because it was flagged and taken down not once, but twice. So
crazy.
Yep.
All types of conspiracy theories and all types of shit get put out there on YouTube.
All that shit, they don't fuck with it. Yep. But yeah.
But because you mentioned a name,
it was more. It was all of it, I guess, because I beeped the majority, a lot of your conversation out and re-uploaded it. And because I played it for somebody, and it was like, God damn, it was like, beep. And I'm like, damn. So
still fuck that guy with the 8-letter name with all the money.
That part. So we gonna let that be.
Him and his wife.
All right. We're gonna talk about some POHO shit. I never even heard of this airline, but whatever. The airline WestJet introduces a new fare called Ultra Basic. Ultra Basic for ultra basic bitches, I guess. It's no carry-on and assigned seating in the back of the aircraft. WestJet Airlines has changed its ticketing structure by introducing an ultra basic fare, replacing the original basic ticket. This change was reportedly made to give travelers a no-frills flying experience. The Canadian-based airline latest fare category is now the lowest price option among its 7 fare classes. Travelers who opt for ultra basic will have multiple limitations, pre-assigned seats at the back of the aircraft, an additional fee for seat selection during check-in, and last priority for boarding. Ultra basic passengers will not be permitted to store a carry-on in an overhead bin unless they pay an extra fee. However, they can bring a personal item to be stored under the seat. A carry-on is only included for trans-ocean routes. The fuck is going on?
I've never heard of them, so I'm trying to look up shit now. Like I guess they don't go to Florida.
WestJet ultra basic fares for ultra basic bitches. That should be like their little jingle. Ultra basic fares for ultra basic bitches.
I'm trying to see where do they go?
They got to go where they get BBLs. Colombia. Like where the fuck does WestJet fly? Like I've never heard of WestJet, and the fact that what they said to give travelers a no frills flying experience. Come on, dog.
All right, let's see Toronto. Let's see when I want to go.
Toronto, no.
I'm trying to put something in and they not letting me.
No, dog.
Let's see. I can go to Toronto on Sunday, June 30th for 150. Let me see. I come back on.
Where do they fly to? I
was trying to see, but I didn't see anything.
Fucking WestJet.
Let's see. Fly back on Thursday, July 4th.
Why he look, man? Listen, it feel good to be free. I still got fucking handcuff marks on my arm where they had me cuffed, dog. Man,
Yeah, fuck all that.
wasn't looking good. Wasn't looking good. I was like, I'm too fly to go to jail. Man, I'm too fucking
I got
fly to go to
Travis
jail.
Scott's
Travis
on.
Scott's. I was about to fuck up my fucking Travis Scott's in the jail.
I wonder they still make you take your laces out your shoes. And stuff.
No, not a holder. No, my man with the holder. No, he had all this shit. They gonna take your whatever you carrying, like phone, wallet, or whatever. But I keep saying like I need to learn people's phone numbers because if I ever get locked up, I'm fucked. Because 411 ain't gonna help.
No, no.
But where was Jeff? Like you still ain't find out?
Yeah, I just don't. I just have like to Toronto, but I don't see like where the fuck.
Don't worry about it. Fuck it. Ultra basic fares for ultra basic bitches. Just remember that.
They partner with Delta.
So,
WestJet and Delta Airlines have been partners since 2011. Actually,
I still ain't never heard of them.
never.
All right, let's move on then.
They're the second largest airline in Canada, though.
For real? So that must be like the Southwest of Canada. That's what it is. They got to be like the Southwest of
So
Canada.
aside from Air Canada,
Yeah, the second one.
WestJet should be on your radar as Canada's second largest airline.
Yep, they the Southwest of Canada. They got to be. All right. So since we're talking about like places, right? Talking about Toronto and all of that. Top cities everybody is moving to in 2024. Number 8 is Knoxville, Tennessee. Number 7 is Phoenix, Arizona. Number 6 is Raleigh, North Carolina. Number 5 is Charlotte, North Carolina. Number 4 is Greenville, South Carolina. Number 3 is Houston. Number 2 is Ocala, Florida. And number 1 is Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Ocala is right outside of Orlando, so you don't get the tourist traffic, but you close enough to Orlando where you can still bounce in the city. It's like living in PG County, but you want to go to DC, or you live in Hartford County, you want to go into Baltimore. It's right outside the Beltway. Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm surprised. The only thing there is the University of Tennessee. That's a college town. Now, if you'd have said Nashville be rocking.
Yeah, I hear Jason tell me about Nashville.
Nashville is rocking.
All the time. He tells me about that.
And they got
ride bikes.
got a big black country music following. Like, if you are like a rapper and you want to make it, you go to Atlanta. If you are a black country music person, you go to Nashville. They love black fucking country. Charlotte, I knew that. We already know that.
Charlotte and Raleigh are definitely two places that
They want to be baby Atlanta. They baby Atlantas.
Yeah, no, I know a handful of people that have left Baltimore and moved to Charlotte.
Yeah.
So if I go down there, even it's crazy. I say that, and then I done went down there for corporate like
Bunch of
2-3 times. I'm like, yo, like where the fuck is the eat at? Because we're going to these bullshit ass places. Like,
Nah, they got some shit out there.
I know.
They got some shit.
But I'm like, I don't want to go to these bullshit. It ain't. I can't really unless I'm in the Uber. But it ain't like I'm moving around a whole lot.
Yeah.
Because I got work. But I'm like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Greenville also I can see that because we have a branch in Greenville also. So Greenville is like an up and coming place that people moving
Greenville,
to.
South
Myrtle
Carolina.
Beach, I didn't.
Number 1.
I didn't see that as being number 1. I actually would have thought Charlotte because they're growing so much. I wouldn't have never thought that people would want to move into Myrtle. I've only been to Myrtle Beach once, and that's when I took Jimmy to the
What, Bike Week?
Safari.
Safari.
Myrtle Beach Safari.
Okay.
Yeah. That's I never watched that animal show, but they said that it was there. But yeah, I took her there. It was during COVID, so it wasn't really
Open.
Yeah, this is like COVID. Everybody got to be wearing masks and shit like that.
Y'all drove?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
That's because it was a surprise. And
How you fucking pull that off? Where she thought she was going?
she didn't. and we just was driving. Cause see, I love surprises, so I literally wouldn't tell, and we just driving.
She trying to guess
the shit. Yes, the entire time, and I really didn't want her to tell her where because I didn't want her Googling shit. But then I let her. I'm like, she's not gonna be because they want to keep it kind of like on the low, so she's not gonna know. Yeah. So her friend started texting me as we driving, like, I'm not gonna tell her. I know you're not, because I'm not gonna tell you. And we get there, and she like Myrtle Beach, like I could see it on her face. She like the fuck. So we went on a Friday. We left early Friday, went down there. So the safari wasn't until Saturday night. So then I had to find shit for us to do all Saturday.
You went to the little seafood buffet?
And then we found some spot. That shit, the food was good as a bitch because we actually went back twice. food was nice. And it was crazy because I'm like, we go down Myrtle Beach. I think anything south, I'm thinking barbecue. So I'm like, yo, where is the shit? I'm asking people, they like, I don't know.
Ain't
like
no barbecue.
Ain't no barbecue there, ain't no ribs. I'm like, yo, we found one spot and it just was like, okay. It was I won't say it was packed, but they were busy.
During COVID?
Yeah. During COVID. This is I'm telling you, this is straight COVID. It's going like whole plane ride down, mask on and all that shit. Like
Fauci,
yeah. But so we never roamed really too much around. We just stayed on the beach, and then when we finally went, of course, she was excited because she liked animals, so she got tigers and elephants and shit like that. You get to take pictures with them and hold them. But I guess Myrtle Beach. I mean, I guess it's different now because do they still have Bike Week? They don't still have. They still have Bike Week. I know they shut so much down. I've never been.
You got White Bike Week and Black Bike Week. White Bike Week.
That's give Daytona
them away.
Though, right?
No, they still do a white. No, Daytona that's that shit. That's the real White Bike Week.
Okay.
They also do another one a few weeks before Black Bike Week. It is not as restrictive. They restrict traffic flow. They cut the lanes, so it's only one lane. You can go this way. You gotta loop around and come that way.
Like people don't like fuck with it no more because they just shut. Everything is just shut down.
It's very, very difficult to move around as opposed to White Bike Week. There, it's just open kimono. The businesses are open, and I ain't been in a long time because I don't be on the bike shit no more. But I've been to the White Bike Week.
Yeah, the Jixer, right?
Yeah, Jix 1000. Yeah, so it's a big fucking difference, but I would have thought Houston would have been number one, and Austin didn't make the list because Austin is the black Silicon Valley.
I would have thought Phoenix probably would have been a little bit higher than 7.
Good sneaker shop.
Maybe like 5 because I know College Town, Party. They have no taxes there, right? I don't think there's no taxes there, so you got a lot of athletes and actors that live there. That's what DMX used to live at, so he can run around and drive his cars and have guns and smoke his reefer and not pay taxes.
That's it.
So,
all right. So we said the top cities everybody is moving to. We got the top 10 most miserable cities in the United States. We're coming in at 10, the states, South Carolina. Let me see. The violent crimes, they got the 6th highest violent crimes, 5th highest percentage of adults who worry about money. The worst cities in the state, Myrtle Beach, Columbia, and Charleston. The best city is Mount Pleasant.
But everybody's moving to Myrtle Beach though, right?
Go figure. Number 9 is Alaska, longest work hours in the U.S., lowest income growth. Number 8, Missouri.
You can't skip 9 because you got Dog the Bounty Hunter still running around out that bitch. And
Dog is he be in Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii? I thought Alaska ain't shit too. I think they used to be on cops. One of them, they get high. Yeah. They get big high on Alaska.
Oh, no, they high.
Yeah.
They get high. Number 8 is Missouri, among the lowest for feeling productive daily. Significant concerns about money among residents. The worst cities is St. Louis, Kansas City, Springfield, and the best city is Columbia.
It's a lot of gangbanging in Missouri.
It is.
A lot of St. Louis and Kansas City for sure is a lot of gangbanging, a lot of blood activity.
Yep. Oklahoma came in at 7. New Mexico came in at 6. Ohio came in at 5. They have the lowest ranking for daily productivity and learning new things. They ranked among the lowest in terms of satisfaction with living conditions.
Damn.
The worst cities are Cleveland, Toledo, and Dayton. Columbus, Ohio is a hidden fucking gem. It's a college town, but it's a hidden gem.
Best city is Dublin. Why not
I
Baltimore?
know.
You know it's a Baltimore, Ohio, right?
I seen that. Yeah. Number 4 is Mississippi. I ain't even got to tell you why. Number 3 is old Alabama. Number 2, Kentucky. The second depression rate is the second highest in the U.S. The worst cities are Louisville, which I lived in, Lexington, and Paducah. Paducah is right outside of Fort Campbell. They got bitches. Paducah got bitches, boy. Them little thick cornbread fed motherfuckers
They're
too.
ranked 47 in emotional and physical well-being. Is that good or bad at 47? Like, that's 47 out of what?
Yeah, like I think out of the states, so that's bad. But that's bad. Number 1, old Arkansas. Depression rate is the 5th highest in the state. The safety ranking is the 3rd lowest in the United States. The worst cities are Pine Bluff, which is a military town, Little Rock, and Fort Smith. And the best city is Fayetteville, Arkansas.
I've been to Arkansas once, but I didn't stay that long. I actually was in
Good barbecue.
Warren, Arkansas.
What the fuck is that at?
In Warren, Arkansas. Oh, well.
You said kid in Warren, Arkansas.
No, I was just back with my bus driving days.
You drove by there?
Yeah, Kappa. I was driving a bus, so my boss he was like, "Yo, you trying to make some money? How you know me, man?" So he was like, "Drive the coach bus down to Arkansas." One of a Kappa had passed away. He had a young guy. He was in his early mid-20s, passed away on a basketball court, had a heart attack. So it was too much money for college kids to drive down. So they, got the coach bus. Bro, I drove down that shit. I don't know. That shit took me like 16, 17 hours. I thought I was going to die.
You were sleepy?
Sleep. I was asleep. Shit. I don't know who the hell was driving that bus half the time. That's why people like, I really believe in spirits because I ain't drive that bus. And it was crazy because when we got down there, literally the funeral was about to begin. So they had put a sheet up.
Right on time?
They had to put a sheet up and split the bus in half so the guys and the women can change and shit like that, And like, soon as we pull up, they ran in there. I'm like, I gotta go to fuck sleep because literally, once they're done, we're going fucking back to Baltimore.
See what you did? Took a nap on the bus?
I took a nap. Hell yeah, took a nap on the bus. I could hear them, doing their doing what they do, dances and stuff. And the next thing you know, I hear somebody knock at that door. I said, "Oh no, oh no, not yet." Like, I needed some sleep, and I still ain't get no sleep. And I turned around and took that motherfucker back on home. They hit me off those. Good tip. Good tips.
Yes,
good tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Warren, Arkansas.
All right. This is news, but I got shit to talk. Apple. Nah, I gotta go to my other phone because I got some other shit. Apple had their Worldwide Developers Conference this week, and they really talked about iOS 18 and all of its features. And I think I got a little video to play. Let me see.
Let's talk about it. This iOS 18 update that's about to happen, y'all fucked. Every year we talk about how Apple is about to support cheaters. And every year I look at these posts and what the update is, and it never really moves me. It's like, niggas is still gonna cheat. Niggas is still, niggas, it is what it is. I don't think anything really is gonna happen. You know what I mean? This is not for me. This is just what I'm seeing. This is what the streets is saying. This year, ladies and gentlemen, Apple has done it. Y'all cheaters.
Listen. First off, let me start with love. They had to have a man in here this year. They had to have a man in here to do some of these updates because now you could customize your home screen. You can now lock apps. You can take apps and put them in a folder, and it don't matter if you keyword search it, these fucking apps won't come up.
Should have been that way.
Should have been that way. You can now do tap cash, which I don't understand because tap cash is stupid when I could just Apple Pay somebody and not have to tap my phone, but whatever. I don't understand the need for that, but strippers gonna go ape shit with tap cash.
Hell, damn.
Yeah. Cause I remember chicks was putting their Cash App on their heel, they were putting stickers and shit on themselves. They had it on their So you
Let
be
me
like, I
see
got no
your phone.
cash. Yeah. Do you want to tip me for my dance, baby? I got an iPhone. So they gonna go crazy with that. Mm-hmm.
If I'm a woman, you don't even tell them that because that's less money you got to worry about when you tipping out leaving that motherfucker.
Yep. Yeah. So
Now, why is Apple so always behind? Now, I used to be anti-Apple. I was a Galaxy guy. I'm Samsung. I was Galaxy everything. Whatever the hell Galaxy came out. Then when they came out with the notes and shit like that, I was Galaxy Note 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally I switched over to the E1 Empire. I've been over here ever since. But like, why is it that Apple is all stays behind the curve when it comes to technology and apps and stuff like that? Like, why is? Because if you whatever they do, Galaxy guys, they will let you know in the heartbeat. Like, we've been had that shit years ago. We've been had that. Like,
Because-
y'all just getting that. Like, we don't even still with Apple. We don't even have reverse charging on phones and shit like that.
because Apple takes they take the innovation, but then they have to cross it with security. Does it violate security? How secure is your shit? Like, you got to think the San Bernardino killers. The government got mad because the phone they want Apple like, we not letting y'all in that phone. You not getting in. For the government, when I was in the Army, we had a program called I can talk about it now. It's called Chipset. Terrorists knew, I could rip. I got this little box. If that bitch if it's Bluetooth or anything other than Apple, I could take everything that's ever been on that motherfucker off. I don't even got to connect to it sometimes. I could rip the phone. And then we would just cross-reference photos, phone numbers to try to link you to other people. So when I'm doing a field interrogation, like, yo, do you know so-and-so? Do you know Ahmed Akbar? No, I don't know him. Well, your fucking phone said you do it. You just talked to him yesterday. And all I did was I just put the shit by his phone. With Operation Chipset, the only way to break in that phone, you have to take the phone apart, take that motherboard off, and solder it to another phone that you know the code, and it's like a 30% chance that shit work. Like, it's not a high success rate to get in an iPhone. So they take these innovations and they cross-reference them with how secure is it for the phone. So all this shit going on with Apple, and my number one fucking thing y'all still ain't gave me. Let me put a FaceTime call on hold. Please. All this shit, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about a new camera, a new phone size, a new color. I want to be able to put a FaceTime on hold. You're not giving me the ability to, the bubbles will still be green and blue, but it won't be broken up like when you group text a fucking Android user and they like a picture, it just fucks the text thread up. So because we are merging to whatever this system is. But bruh, let me put the fucking FaceTime on hold, answer the call from work or whoever calling me, get right back to my FaceTime.
It's nothing worse than being on FaceTime with a person and they'd say, hold on.
Boop, boop, boop.
What the fuck did you think you were about to do?
Because it's just muscle memory to say, hold on. And you hit the button.
Like, yo.
Or you hit your little AirPod. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
Hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, this nigga hung up on me.
Homeboy Turk do that shit all the time. Turk always want the FaceTime. Like, Turk, why the fuck do you always want to look at each other, bro? Like, yo, stop fucking FaceTiming. Be driving and shit. FaceTime.
So Elon Musk is mad at Apple and he's basically threatened. So Elon Musk on Starlink, SpaceX, Tesla, and X, aka Twitter. They now have AI embedded in these phones, and the iOS will continue to grow with AI enhancements. Elon Musk basically saying if Apple releases this update, you will not be able to bring an Apple product into his building, period. And I can understand why. It's AI. Because once it's going, it's going. So this ain't like turning your an app off, keeping an app from seeing your camera, getting your microphone, or your camera. I mean your microphone, your camera, and your speaker. So I get it, but man, I just love the fact that now you can hide the app. You ain't got to go download the app that look like the calculator no more.
When I was talking, before you called, sorry, listeners, chewing some ice. I was trying to listen into Elon's
Rant.
shareholders meeting today. I was actually on X and it had popped up. And I was trying to look at something. You had this one guy. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, he was hanging off this man nuts as a shareholder. But I see right here, it says Tesla shareholders vote to reinstate Elon Musk's $56 billion pay package. What the fuck is that?
So that was a topic, and I took it off because he said if they voted no, he's going to step down as the chairman of Tesla. But they approved it. I don't understand what that pay package instills. Is it for all executives, or is it for him, his pay? That part I didn't understand, but I know that he said if they said no, he was going to step down as the chairman of Tesla. So, Elon Musk be on some shit, man.
Yeah,
he be on some shit. The Apple shit though. I don't know.
I mean, just a little thing. Tesla shareholders on Thursday voted to ratify CEO's Elon Musk's mammoth 2018 pay plan 5 months after the judge in Delaware ordered the company to rescind the package, finding it had been improperly granted by the board. At Tesla's annual meeting in Austin, Texas, the vote in support of this compensation plan doesn't override the court's ruling, but provides a public relations victory for Musk and could help his effort to sway a court to give him his performance options in the future.
So it's for him. All right, well, shout out to Elon, man. Get your money, big
billion.
56 billion, the Billy Ball. Bad Boys 4. You seen it?
I have not.
I went to see it Sunday. Bad Boys fucking 4. It took me 5 years to watch Bad Boys 3. Just recently watched it a few months ago, all the way through. Dog. I gotta give a round of applause. Nothing can beat Bad Boys 1. So if you exclude that, this is the best Bad Boy in the series ever made outside of 1. Like, they fucking hit it out of the bag.
Gabrielle Union was in what? Second one or the third one?
Second one. She was in the second one. They changed Martin's wife. The lady who played in the first 3, she's having personal issues. So Tasha Smith, who played the crazy chick in Why Did I Get Married, is his wife in this movie. I love her too. I used to have a crush on her because she's fucking crazy.
I like her. Don't she have a twin sister?
Yep. The star of this whole fucking movie though, spoiler alert, so you got to fast forward about a minute or two. The son-in-law, who
I could tell.
The son-in-law who they fucking grilled in the first one. He went to the Marines and he came back and he had a baby in 3. The daughter's pregnant again by him. Somehow they're trying to attack Marcus and Mike Lowry, and they go to attack the house. Martin calls and tell his son, put the family in a safe place. This motherfucker looked like Call of Duty. He killed 15 motherfuckers in that house. And when I say, and at the end, and Martin like, yeah. And at the end, he get on the camera, he like, saluted his ass. So stole the whole fucking movie.
I could tell from like a couple things I saw.
Reggie, that's his name.
Reggie. Yeah, I could tell on social media that he got busy.
Reggie got fucking busy. And if they make another one, I'll tell you nothing. If he has to either get out of the Marines and be a cop, a SWAT, he has to be in the fucking movie with a bigger role.
They done made so much goddamn money on it.
$106 million. It was $100 million budget. $106 million. They won it. They win it, man. They win it
on the weekend.
On the weekend, yeah. I think it was 40 million, 48 million US, 106 global.
I mean,
that's a win.
I haven't seen this full court press in like
A long time.
but promoting it
A
like,
long
They
time.
were on
Everywhere.
everybody's show.
This nigga was on
everyone's
he was
podcast.
on Carmelo podcast.
I mean,
I was like, you go show to Joe Budden?
They did a full court press. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't make it the wild on them shit.
Sway, they did
They did
everybody.
Sway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Support.
I'm gonna check it out.
Good
bro.
fucking movie. Good fucking movie, man. Yeah. I don't want to talk about the Jay-Z and Rock Nation shit. New music.
You want to do that? The soundtrack shit.
All right. Yeah. Let's fuck it. Let's get so top 5.
So before that though,
Go ahead.
so with a movie like Bad Boys and big movies like that, there's always like soundtrack coming up. My era, not for looking at movies, especially like me, like in the '90s, it was all about soundtracks and shit to movies, and just so happened, last Friday I was like, let me listen. I'm like, oh, Bad Boys shit came out, and I'm like, let me peep it out, and I didn't like it at all. It's not my type of music. It was like Afrobeatish along with like some Miami vibes, younger shit. It was like 1 or 2 songs on there that I like. So I hit Jay up, was like, yo, you remember how soundtracks used to really like be the shit? And let's do a top 5, my opinion, his opinion type of thing. And when it comes to soundtracks. So that's what
You got your 5?
I got my 5.
You take me your 5, I tell you my 5, and then we could debate it. Are you going in order or just 5?
I'm gonna give you 5 because I really didn't. Or I was trying to order them, but I was like, So
Number one, what you got?
my number 1 soundtrack is "Waiting to Exhale."
Bingo. Number 1, Waiting to Exhale. It's good. You're starting off good.
Number 2, "Belly."
Ooh, you stole mine.
Number
Okay.
3 is "Above the Rim."
Stole another one. Okay.
Number 4,
I like it.
"Nutty Professor," the Clumps.
Ooh. The second one?
The Clumps, because that's one that one has "Hey Poppy" and all that shit on there.
Touch Me, Tease Me was on the first one, right? I think it had to be. With Foxy. Yeah, I
with
think
Foxy,
it was.
it might have been. It might have
Okay,
been.
okay. The second one, okay.
And let me see one. And my last one was "Soul Food."
Nice little 5. That's a nice little 5 pack.
And I was going through some songs.
Nice
I'm like,
five-pack.
I had a
Nice
I was-
5 pack. You gonna make me shift a little bit just for the sake of this. All right. So number 1, I told you Above the Rim was number 1 for me. I'm gonna go number 2, Boomerang.
So, look, right here, 'cause I got it here. But Boomerang was my honorable mention. That would have been like they'd have came out the bench.
Boomerang. That's 2, right?
Yes.
Number 3 is New Jack City.
I started to fuck with New Jack.
I'm gonna go off the rip. Number 4 is Deep Cover.
I couldn't find it to listen to it, but
got some heat.
I was looking for it. Tidal don't have every single thing on it because I don't have Apple Music. I have
Number
Tidal.
5, the one you slept on,
What?
Poetic Justice.
I definitely didn't look up. That.
We gave y'all a good solid 10.
Yeah.
10. I can't even argue with your list. That's a fire list. And you took some of mine, so I pivoted. I had to pivot off and give you some, but like that's a fire list. Like
So you got for Nutty Professor, the Clumps. Like first of all, they give you 16 songs.
okay.
He had the one Janet Jackson joint, Doesn't Really Matter. She had like that up-tempo beat to it. Then you had Hey Poppy. That's when Music Soul Child really hit. Case, Missing You.
Case was okay. So Touch Me, Tease Me was on the first
That had
one.
been the first one then.
Yeah. Montel Jordan, I Like was on the first one. I'm trying to think. That was really it.
Yeah, when I looked at the first one, I said, nah.
Ain't Ain't No Nigga is Jay-Z is on the first one.
On the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the Thong song. The remix is on
Ooh.
the Clumps. Like, yeah.
Ooh, listen, that's a solid 10 though. That is, and when me and Nell was on the phone talking, the movie wasn't good unless you had a fire sound. It was like it's like the left shoe and the right shoe. The movie and the soundtrack had to go.
And it was always whatever that top that top song was, they made a video of it, and then they got the movie playing in the background of of the video and shit like that. Like
that Fast and Furious 1, they put Pump It Up on it, and that fucked Joe Budden's career up. Like the biggest selling movie with an album, and they put it out a week before his album, and people were like, well, I already bought the album, the Fast and Furious shit. Why the fuck I need to buy this nigga's rap album? I got Pump It Up.
Think about the Fast and the Furious. That soundtrack came out in 01.
Pump It Up was on that lead single. The lead single was Pump It Up.
You had The Good Life. I can't remember that song with Faith Evans, Ja, Vita, and Cadillac Ty.
Ooh.
Ashanti, When a Man Does Wrong.
No,
I would have to listen to that. R. Kelly, Take My Time Tonight.
Don't ring a bell to me.
Scarface got a song on there with somebody named IG, Suicide.
No.
It was a lot of what's the name? Irv Gotti must have did this
because you got Cadillac Tile now, so yeah.
Black Child,
yeah,
Fat Joe, Armageddon, Boo and Irv Gotti. Like I don't know. Yeah,
but no, we gave y'all a solid 10. My honorable mention was Jason's lyrics, because they got some fire R&B on that album. Rush Hour had a good soundtrack.
Rush Hour had a great soundtrack.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah, Rush Hour had a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
I think Rush Hour 2 had
even better one.
Better one. Yeah.
So that's just our little we started talking about soundtracks, and it was based off of because Nell listened to the Bad Boys 4 soundtrack.
And I'm looking at Rush Hour shit. Bro, this shit had 25 songs. Like
fire.
Couple skits, so I won't go all the way in because
about like 20 songs.
So it's probably like 20 songs. I see a skit. It's skits on here with Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
What?
Fucking Hustle and Flow.
Ooh, forgot about that one.
Hustle and Flow had a hard. That was a hard ass.
Yeah, we forgot about that one.
Hustle and Flow. Would I take something off?
Shaft.
Flow. Shaft. I know. You know what? I don't. Which one? The first one? Well, it's only been 2.
There's
only been 2.
The original and the remake?
Yeah.
Remake?
The remake.
I don't know though. The original got fucking Isaac Hayes on it though.
I know.
Isaac though. Isaac. Yeah.
Isaac voices. But yo,
Gangster.
when I take something off, I don't think I would take anything. If I took something off, it might be Soul Food.
Oh, yo.
Because I ain't taking off Belly for nobody.
I'm in my phone. Space Jam, Friday, Baby Boy, How High, Paid in Full.
Paid in Full.
They said somebody take Bad Boys 2. The Bad Boys 2 soundtrack.
I went through that. I see. That's what made me go back.
How the fuck we forget this one?
What's that?
American Gangster. The Jay-Z album is not. It's technically not, but it's themed to the fucking dog. You got it. Come on,
but it's Hove by itself.
It's Hove. It's American Gangster, and they put out a soundtrack too with the songs that were in the movie. But
Bad Guy is my shit. So I mean, I blasted that at ignorant levels.
Oh no! I gotta take one off. Compton the soundtrack. Fuck out of here. Compton? You cannot. Kendrick snapping on some of them. Nah, you cannot not have that.
I got Juice down here. I got
man.
I got Big Mama's house shit down here. It's a lot of
dog. It is some.
I had took Big Mama's house off because I hate it. I don't like the soundtracks when it's like heavily a person because like Big Mama's house was heavily Jermaine Dupri, so it's heavy Brad and Bow Wow, Candy. Like it's heavy.
Yeah,
Atlanta. I didn't like that shit.
Oh man, yo, fire. We need more soundtracks. We're gonna shift to sports before we get out of here. ESPN has signed Shannon Sharp to a multi-year contract extension. The Pro Football Hall of Famer will see his role on First Take expand and extend to additional ESPN programming. Man, shout out to Shannon, man. You left Skip. You put in the work. You doing your shit, man. Like I really fuck with the boy.
I do. Sometimes I think he get on there and do a little bit of coon, and he do a little shucking and jiving a little bit. But I still fuck with Unc. But I do think, I mean, of course, you're not going to agree with everything anyone says.
Nah.
He gets paid to talk, so he get paid to be objective, subjective. So sometimes I can't, even though when you may think it's like, bro, there's no way you could think this way. But he gets paid to actually really do that. And that's what drive the ratings. And that's why Skip is where he's at, be being anti-Braun or anti-anything. And then he'll go with, oh, I'm a Cowboys fan. People hate the Cowboys. But he'll go, I'm a Cowboys fan. And stuff like that. Because, the Cowboys will forever move the meter.
And are the most hated team. Yeah. I like the move. I wish they would have just did this from the jump. Just the only thing and this is my gripe with the new sports, I don't want to call them broadcasters, but personalities. When you hear them talk, of course it's not always football and basketball. Or even if Shannon Sharp is very, very, he's a fucking Hall of Famer, so he's very versed in football. But you can tell when they're talking if they didn't watch a game on how they speak about certain shit. Mm-hmm. So he might, especially during football season, if it's football season and it's other things going on, like it'd be like basketball starts in October. That's peak football. Like football season is now in session. Mm-hmm. Them basketball takes don't be as good as they be in February once the Super Bowl been played. And you can kind of fucking tell. And that's the only thing I don't like. Like sports writers, what's his name? Stephen A. Smith said, you go to my basement, it's 12 TVs on the wall. I am in my basement. I have basketball, baseball. I have everything on. And I'm consuming all of it. He says, because it's my job to talk about it. Mm-hmm. So you got to respect that. Now, I don't like Stephen A., but I got to respect that. So shout out to Shannon.
They had to wait to see. Because he didn't really have a role because he's not on the show.
Yeah.
So he's just doing guest spots. And Stephen A., I guess, was on vacation or off, so he got to run the show for a few days. But other than that,
I ain't going to hold you.
He's just guest spotting in his podcast.
I ain't gonna hold you. I really would like it if, like, let's what is it? What's the shit with him and Ocho call? It's called something after whatever it is. If you would put that after Scott Van Pelt on ESPN, I would watch that. But especially after I got it. But if he has something like that, or if you had something like that, because Scott Van Pelt is very dry. He's not a Stuart Scott. He is not the other black dude. Like, he is not just it. And after
he ain't, but he from Maryland, so
that's your boy. All right,
we gotta give.
For me, like, it's on Sundays after the game done going off, and I don't watch Walking Dead, and I don't want to fucking see Scott Van Pelt, dog. I want give me some flavor, pause, something. Give me something. Pat McAfee overworked, but like, give me something. I don't want no Scott Van Pelt, dog. Like, no, I don't fucking want that, but. Other sports news. I want to RP to Jerry West.
The logo,
the man, one of the best point guards to ever play the fucking game.
The only 2-time Finals MVP and lost.
Dan Marino or the NBA. Damn.
Well, he has a chip.
We got a championship, but
he got a chip though.
He got a chip though. But damn. If you were under rock, Jerry West died. I think he was 86 years old. Very praised. He played for the Lakers. He is the logo of the NBA. And at this
unofficial.
Unofficially. But everybody know what a fucking.
Everybody know that photo. Everybody know that picture.
You can Google Jerry West logo photo, and it'll show you Jerry West, and it'll show you the logo, and they dumbed it. Jerry West, no, the NBA had said it, but he died. He played for the Lakers. He became a prominent Laker figurehead in the upper management. He went on to then go to Golden State, didn't he? Yeah, he went to Golden State. Then he moved on to the LA Clippers.
I mean,
He-
Memphis.
Everything he
he's-
touched is gold.
The reason why Kobe has rings because he was in Memphis,
Yeah.
and he said, "I gotta get my Lakers back right. Send me Kwame Brown. I'm gonna send y'all the next best big man ever." And send them Paul Gasol for a straight up trade.
Bingo. The man is a genius. If you never watched whatever that I think is it Showtime or Hang Time, something time
What's what?
on HBO, the Lakers
It was a show.
Winning Time.
Winning time.
The Jerry West he's in that. He's depicted in that. Very good show. Jerry West is just that dude, man. And we lost a good one. We lost. I know the whites are mad.
I've never had
we lost a good one.
I've never seen anyone actually talk negative because much
I
as people
have.
talk negative, I've never seen anybody really talk negative.
They say
about
he asshole. That's the only thing they say Jerry's asshole.
I'm pretty sure.
They say
He's
he's
a businessman, so I'm pretty sure he has his ways.
Mm-hmm.
But I like when they was showing the interview, and he was like, "Yeah." He got JJ Redick asked a couple months ago. I remember that too. And JJ was talking shit about those players back in the day, but plumbers and shit like that.
Yeah.
So because it wasn't like he was sick or anything. I don't think because he still was witty with his shit.
Yeah.
And he was saying, he was like, man, I know everybody throw this term around dogs. I'm a dog on the court. I'm a dog. He was like, everybody saying the locker room they full of dogs. He said, well, when I played, I was a wolf. I ate dogs.
Ooh,
I said,
get him,
yeah,
Jerry.
I used to be out here cooking y'all asses.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to the big Lakers, man.
Yes,
the logo,
sir, man. Yeah, shout out to you, man. All right, we almost out of here. Danny Hurley turns down Lakers job, 7 years, $80 million to stay and coach the UConn men's basketball team.
Smart man.
I'm very surprised. I get both sides. Yeah, I'm gonna let you talk first. Go ahead. That's your team.
He was. I mean, I didn't want him as a coach. He is a really good coach. Because you're a really good college coach, does it always translate that you're going to be a good NBA coach? We've seen it from some of the greats, who Calipari's to Patino's. We've seen it. You're about to be cemented at UConn. You already cemented because you just went back to back. You got a really good recruiting class coming back in with the guys that you have now, and you'll have a chance to do what hasn't been done in years with UCLA, and that's to three-peat. So why not go for a chance of that? You get to control your own narrative at the college instead of going to the pros and have to deal with the shenanigans of LeBron James, even if LeBron James is going to be there because he can opt out and
No, they said he's opting out, but he's only opting out.
I mean, he's going to opt out for the money because
For the contract.
because he always got to restructure his money.
No, they said he want a no trade clause because they can trade him in this one.
Jeannie is never going to trade him. Jeannie runs the show. Her brothers ain't got shit that she had never trade, bro. You seen how that white woman was all on that black man. But he did right, and you can control and teach the game and stay at UConn. So peace and blessings to him. And I think he made the right decision.
So I also think that Danny Hurley made the right decision, and I kind of thought about it, like if I was Danny Hurley, would I take this job? Right. The Lakers organization don't have the capital, the picks, and the play. They think about trading AD. Like they're not in a prime position.
Yeah, and they're not in a position to win the
for a
championship.
coach to come in. It's going to take some time, and of course, the writing is on the wall. The organization wants to draft Bronny James at 55 or 54, whatever their pick is. You're coming. Then on top of that is LA, is the fucking premier team in the out west, other than Golden State, and Golden State is losing its edge, and they're going into rebuild mode. And it's just the scrutiny of your life and your kids. He's married with young kids. Is all of these things. You're leaving Connecticut to go to LA. That's a totally different change. And is it really worth the money for your peace of mind and happiness for you and your family? Or do you say no and you keep your peace of mind and your happiness and you're a fan favorite and you well loved in this city and they roll the red carpet out for you and you fine? because he's winning.
You can surpass
Bobby Knight?
No.
Who? Coach K?
No, UConn's coach with the championships. Fuck. Sorry, not like UConn. Can't even think of his name right now.
I'm gonna Google it while you keep talking.
With with a three-peat, I mean, winning 2 anyway, but if you get a three-peat, that's you in rare air. You're only there with one other person.
Jim Calhoun. Okay, yeah. 86 to 22. Golly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think Calhoun only got 2 chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 chips or 3.
It was Calhoun, then Kevin Ollie, then Dan Hurley. Yeah.
So he won with Rip. I know he won with Rip and them. And
Rip was UConn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Rip, Elamine, and them boys. And I'm trying to think. And he won with Kimba. So he got 2 chips.
Kimba Walker, yeah.
He won with Kimba.
Ooh.
So now you have, and then Kevin Ollie won with.
He won with UConn. He won someone. He did?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, okay.
Nate Pierre. Fuck. I can't remember who they beat, but so they have 5 championships.
Bad.
But
I think Danny Hurley made the good call though.
Damn right.
Last one before you got here. Caitlin Clark is left off the women's USA basketball roster. Clark has international experience with USA basketball at a young level. She wasn't able to make the national training camp in Cleveland after she was invited because she was leading Iowa into the Final Four. I think this ain't nothing but hate. And obviously I don't want to talk bad, but when the women don't win, this gonna backfire in their face and you should have had your shooter. You ain't bring your shooter. I don't agree with this though. This fucked up.
They ain't gonna lose. They ain't the women's international basketball ain't like men's.
It ain't.
They ain't catching up no time soon.
Okay.
Now they got some big.
You the basketball expert.
They got some big girls over there though, like Liz Cambridge and shit like that from overseas. Like they got them big 6'8", 6'9" women over there. So
it's nobody close to challenging them. Argentina, Yugoslavia, the Russians. Nobody.
No.
All right.
No.
All right, I'll take your word for it. I still think it's a travesty to not have your.
So with Kate, so it's yes and no with me when it comes to the Caitlin thing. I know Gilbert spoke about it. It's about marketing. How do you have
USA basketball?
Yeah,
women's.
Yeah. Because you got your newest and biggest, brightest star, and you're not going to have her there.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck?
So you should have her there. And I was talking to Donald about it. He was like, but outside of the USA, internationally, no one
really
probably knows her.
Because she ain't been out on the run. She will after this year though.
And that's maybe so, but
Nike.
You put it out there, and yeah, she's a Nike athlete. But if you do Caitlin and you don't do, let's say, Angel Reese or anyone else, then it's going to be, oh my God.
Did Angel make the team?
No.
Oh, well, I ain't mad at that no more then.
No.
So they got the ballers, the OG ballers on the team.
It's hard because it reminds me of when LeBron, Melo, and D. Wade and them was on the USA team that year that they got the bronze medal and they didn't play.
Griner made the team.
Huh?
Brittany Griner made the team.
I mean, she should have. It's a big. She dunks.
You the basketball expert.
You need height and size and box some shots. Brittany Griner's on my team wholeheartedly. The fuck? Hell yeah. That bitch wears size 14, nigga.
Okay. I ain't gonna argue with you. I just
I'm sorry. That woman is on my basketball team.
So Griner made the team. Brianna Stewart, Asia Wilson, Nafessa Collier, Joelle Lloyd, Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Alyssa Thompson, Sabrina, I don't even know her, Ion Skew, and Kalia Cooper too are also on the team. Roster across all sports for the Paris Games will due to the Olympic Committee by June 7th unless sports trials are held after due dates. The rosters are locked in?
No, the roster locked in.
It's locked in.
But
Summer Olympics is upon us. They
And
about to start in July.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I could, and also I can understand like her being, let's say she getting time over one of those veterans, and they feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
So it's best, like, God forbid any injuries or anything else, bro. She gonna have plenty fucking Olympics to go ape shit on. So
Okay.
and for her, she might need to just take that break because it's
She been balling.
why put the other players in? Because you keep putting these microphones in these people's faces, like, so how do you feel about Caitlin Clark making this team? So how do you feel about? I don't want to answer fucking questions about. She cool, she can hoop.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to keep fucking answering questions about fucking Caitlin Clark. All right, she on the fucking team.
Yeah.
So I can see how that could go. So let her get some years under her belt, and then hey,
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all we got to say about that. Let's get out of here, dog. Closing thoughts. What you got?
hey, when you got a friend like me,
Ooh, Davis McQueen.
that shit almost like to get out of jail free card.
It was a get out of jail free card. Use that bitch. And I'm a big Monopoly guy. Like,
But no, man, I felt as though my man was in trouble. And yeah, he told me like, yo, don't worry about it, yo. Just go ahead and turn around. No, I'm close. And I mean, like,
true definition of a friend.
always look out. Don't just stop because
Don't give up.
you know what I mean?
Fuck that. He politic that shit. Like, that motherfucker, you turned that fucking car with me cuffed in the front seat.
Yeah.
I said, ooh.
So always come through for your friends.
And
Don't-
I ain't even know they literally radioed a number over the radio, and he called from his cell phone like, yeah, okay, I'm cool with that. And when he pulled over a block from the jail, I said, I'm getting out. I'm like, what the fuck going on? I was like, maybe they talked to the sergeant. The sergeant's like, oh, it ain't that bad. Like, this dude ain't got no pride. He ain't got nothing. He good. My nigga Davis McQueen, aka Big Nail over here, politicking.
man. So just don't think it ain't over to the fat lady sing. God damn it.
And she goddamn sung, but she motherfucking sung. So I'm in this podcast. Go get your closing. Get your
No, you
closing
can't.
thought.
That was
No. That's your closing thought.
Yeah.
All right. So my closing thought is stop saying you love this or that, but you don't give your heart, mind, time, or dime to it. Love is about action. Love is movement, doing, living, and making it happen daily. Whatever you love, also make it happen for the person, place, or thing. On that note, this is Jay and Friends Podcast featuring now episode 225. Before I get here, I want to say thank you to Nell, aka Davis McQueen, for getting me out. Thank you. Politicking. Set a nigga free. I get to sleep at home.
Man.
Yeah, man. Whew. I was about to go to jail dressed like this. The fuck?
Just to get some fucking Chipotle.
Just to get some fucking Chipotle. The fuck? Fuck. I'm not going over there no more. Fuck that hood.
Wings it is.
Yeah.
Wings
Fuck
and pizza
wings and
stick.
pizza, something. Yeah. Chef Sheikah, you come cook. But before we get out of here, I want to send a shout out to those that were in uniform, those that were in uniform, those that were in uniform in the future. Shout out to those that hung out at the VA all day. Shout out to the United States of Baltimore, Zone 18. And the rest of the DMV. Another album that I didn't talk about that came out was, for you youngins, you don't know, but the Dog Pound put out an album on the new Death Row. And
Shit.
what's up?
One thing that we didn't talk about
What we
that
didn't talk
popped up like quick.
Get it off your heart. Go ahead.
Where the fuck is he at? The small actor dude, he was talking crazy about Will Smith.
I already know who you're talking about. All right, it's a white dude.
Rob Schneider
Yep.
calls Will Smith a liar and a fraud.
So he asshole.
Said he is an asshole.
I seen that.
And guess what? He's probably an asshole.
It is what it
Guess
is.
what? I am too. So,
Oh shit. And you get niggas out of jail, so whatever.
hey,
It is what it is.
I mean, now everyone that because Screaming A brought up the he needs to apologize to Chris Rock and all that shit, bro. If Chris Rock ain't standing at the mountaintop screaming that he wants the apology from Will Smith, you don't know if he apologized to him. I don't think
No, I ain't worrying about that shit at this point, man.
I don't care.
Whatever that shit is, what he about to do with the boy from Creed, I Am Legend 2, give me that shit next.
Yeah, so ain't nobody worry about that shit though. But yeah, that should be funny how that ball just
keep rolling, snowballing.
He's a liar and a fraud, like because of what?
So yeah, again, thank y'all. This is episode 225. This song I'm gonna close the podcast off comes from the new Dog Pound album, and it's fitting for me now. This song is called Grown Man. Let's go.
Everybody want to be grown. Yeah.
Welcome to the Jay and Friends Podcast.